Welcome to the channel, guys. We've got quite an exciting trip coming up again. We're heading back to Cape Vidal, which is one of our all-time favorite game fishing spots, and we're busy doing some trace prep, and I thought I'd bring you along and show you how exactly I do my Couta traces. Firstly, what you'll need is a piece of number 5 wire. This is the brand I use, no reason in particular, and a piece of number 6 wire. Then you'll need a number 5 power swivel, a small power swivel, a treble hook. I find BKKs to be the best. I use size 4s and size 6s. I've got a size 4 in this case. And then a 2.0 rock point or mustard ringed soy. And then you can do a little, either a glow bead or a Couta duster. So to get things started, I'll take my number 5 wire. I give myself ample length to work with, and I'll start by adding my number 5 power swivel using a haywire twist. There's plenty of videos on YouTube showing you exactly how that's done. I'm not going to bore your time with that. And then once I'm done, I fold that tag end back and forth, and it breaks off cleanly, and there's no sharp ends that can stick or poke you. Now I'll take my bead, put that on, and then a little trick that we found. Once I've determined the length of my lead wire, which in this case is give or take 30 centimeters, I use a little screwdriver to fold my wire around, and that creates a perfect little loop. Now I take my hook and I go in the same direction as the point, and then followed by this very tiny power swivel. So what you end up with is the hook, and the power swivel sits at the back of that hook. And now it's just another haywire. And you'll notice what I do on my lead wire, I always add my swivel first, and then I add my hook. And on the treble hook section, I'll always add the treble hook first, and then I'll add it onto the tiny power swivel, as that just makes it a lot easier to actually perform the haywire. It shortens the amount of wire, and it lightens whatever you have on the other end. In this case, what I had on the other end was just the swivel and the bead, whereas if I did the haywire at the bead last, I would have the entire trace hanging off this side, which just makes it a bit of a mess. So that's my lead wire done. Now I take my treble hook, and the length of the lead wire, in essence what I want to end up with is a piece of wire that's long enough so that if a Couta is chasing my bait fish and that bait fish swims faster than the speed I'm trailing it at, and it doubles over my trace, I've still got trace in front of that bait fish. So if that bait fish, let's call it, you've got a big mozzie, that's going to be around about that size, and it doubles your trace over, at most that mozzie is going to be over here, and then I've still got that whole section of wire in front of it to prevent a bite off. So once you've got your treble hook attached to your number 6 wire, that now goes through the other end of the small power swivel, like that. And what this does is, when you actually read your livey, it's just so much easier to pin the treble at the back using that power swivel, because piano wire is not something that, it doesn't work very easily. It doesn't like to bend. So that power swivel just makes it so much easier in that regard. And the length of my number 6 wire, I try to, a Couta's mouth is about the width of your hand. So in essence, that's what I aim for. And that's your standard Couta trace for normal size livey, a little mozzie or so. And there you go, complete the trace.